Hey, what's going on, everybody? I made a video talking about this. I want to say this before I play you guys these clips because I do believe we need to be careful about conspiracy theories and things on the internet. I know how the internet can be, right? So everybody has an opinion, everybody has a story, and some of the stuff that I seen, um, I felt that it was kind of like, we weren't having compassion, because it kind of took away from the fact that there are real people, that are devastated, that are being affected by this tragedy. So, I seen some people saying, this is God's judgment on California, and people were celebrating, people were laughing. There was some memes that I saw on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and I said, I mean, even if it's God's judgment, if that's what you're feeling that God is telling you, I believe personally it could be a warning. But even if you believe it's God's judgment, you know, we got to have some compassion because there are regular people there. There's Christians that are being affected by it right now. And so, you're going to see some videos, you're going to see some clips. There's a little language in one of these clips, but I collected a bunch of these clips and I just wanted to kind of react to them, see what you guys are thinking. I had people sending me stuff about, military weapons and things like that. We know we talked about the drones, we talked about the fog in the last video that I did, but I definitely came across some clips where it's like, I mean, what is going on? There's definitely some suspicious stuff, some things that don't make sense. At the bare minimum, I think Gavin Newsom should resign immediately. All right. So I'm gonna show you some stuff that it's concerning, but I wanted to say that at the beginning of this video, regardless of what you feel is or isn't happening. I seen people talking about the Diddy stuff, right? Oh, this was part, they wanted to burn down everything, to burn all the evidence. I hear you, right? But just remember, there are regular people that are really affected. They're really devastated. And we don't want to go so crazy with the conspiracy things that it's like there's no compassion. I saw memes of like, people dancing in front of the Hollywood sign and just, especially as Christians, just remember that there are people that in real life this is affecting them and we want to pray for them. So that's the most important thing. So let me grab my headphones and I want to show you guys some of this stuff that's going on. Couple of things. It does look like there were some people, and some people had some feelings about this the other day, but it does look like there were some people um starting fires. The couple people looks like they got arrested. Not saying that they started the whole fire, but there is some suspicious activity out there. And so let's pull this up. Now, mind you, there's going to be a little language in the beginning because I just wanted to play this clip from this young lady right here. And so we got a lot of different footage we're about to go through real fast.
Please stop scrolling. I'm a Los Angeles native. I was born and raised in Los Angeles. I lived all over LA. This is not normal. Okay? This is not normal. They're trying to do something. They're burning down my hometown. If you're laughing about this, fuck you. All my memories. All my fucking memories, my old childhood. These are regular people. You know how many black people live in Los Angeles? Do not make jokes about this. It's stretching it all over. They're burning down LA. Fuck you guys if you're laughing about this. Fuck you.
So you see there's some jokes, there's some memes, this kind of stuff is popping up all over the internet. Some people are
shout outs. God, creator of the universe, 0 mentions. And Mario Lopez, host of Access Hollywood, 1. All right. No surprise in this godless town.
So I obviously shared that clip right there, on Instagram. I'm not saying like, oh, the fire, God told me the fire is God's judgment. I do believe it could be a warning. They're always mocking God. There's a lot of demonic stuff that's going on. But like I said, we have to be mindful that there are, I don't want to say, well, you could say like innocent people who have nothing to do with that, Hollywood, whatever, who are affected as well. And there are Christians that are going through it. So, for example, I saw this video, the whole when your LA mansion burns down, so does the Diddy evidence. So, people making jokes and stuff like that. And then there was some stuff that I saw that you're about to see in these videos that just was like made me really just kind of scratch my head. Biden made the joke that was in the news. Right here, you see this whole thing with the, I guess, California's really woke. So these are, LGBTQ fire chiefs. I guess this is the salary. So there's 1, 2, 3. There was a whole little commercial that I might play at the end. And I think it might have been this individual here in the middle talking about how, when you're in a fire or something, you might want somebody that, looks like you, to save you. And it's like, okay, but are you physically capable of doing the job? And it might have looked like this is kind of backfiring, this whole woke thing. All right, so let me get to these clips.
Elon Musk is attempting to go to Mars, and we can't get pressure and water to a hydrant. We have plentiful water. We're on the Pacific. There's endless amounts of water right there available. And they cut the budgets on the fire department. This is not a new problem, by the way. They're going to try to make this out to be a climate warming agenda.
Yeah.
But for 35 years, you have Santa Ana winds, low humidity, and fires in California, hundreds of them. This was just mismanagement, a lack of priorities. Newsom should resign himself, or the California people should evict him from office immediately.
So, that's strange in itself because, yes, the Pacific is right there. How is it that we don't have enough water? You know what I'm saying? You think we would have figured out some type of way to get that water in cases like this. And I heard some stuff. They said Newsom had passed some bills, did some things with the water. And that's part of the problem. Here's a video, all right, where they're still issuing parking tickets in the middle of the fire, the city. And I just thought that was just disgusting. Okay. You see here, this firefighter guy, he's scooping water off the ground, trying to put the fire out. It's just odd.
Look at this. What in the world? The firemen don't have hoses, so they're like literally using purses, women's handbags, filling up women's handbags to put out fire.
We're at 302 Pico, and people are lighting fires now. You can see they lit a fire. These guys, not all the people there, but some of those guys lit that fire, and they're actually, the trees caught fire, and then the palms are catching fire. So civilians are now lighting.
This is the stuff that irritates me. Now, there's, some people debating about this kind of stuff. There's been a couple incidences, and I think 2 people got arrested where one guy had a blowtorch and stuff. And so we know that there's always people that is going to do dumb stuff, right? You could go, there's so many different incidences where it was marches, maybe a peaceful protest, and then somebody decided to riot, whether some kind of adverse weather comes in and somebody decides to loot. January 6th, some people were there not trying to be crazy. And then, of course, there was, different things going on. There's always going to be somebody doing something crazy or making a bad situation worse.
Lighting fires down in the so-called, flats around Santa Monica, Venice. So be safe out there. Fire department's been dispatched. We don't have enough water to put this thing out, but we're supposedly on the way.
This video caused a big debate as well. Some people argued that the kid threw the gas can out because they didn't want the car to catch on fire. There's gasoline obviously in the car, but some were arguing that the can might explode because of the heat or something. So not saying the kid started or did anything there, but that's just it's a bad situation. You just took a can of gas and threw it, and that's just gonna make the fire worse. So.
How are they throwing gasoline?
The fuck?
And this is what the owner of the gym saw on his surveillance cameras outside his gym on Sunday morning, right around 4:40 a.m. A woman bent over a pile of objects, and slowly you can see the flicker of the flame getting bigger and bigger. Then she begins to walk away. From another angle, you can see her walking away down Eagle Rock Boulevard. Cameras then capturing just how big that fire got. The gym owner saying this woman loaded the mattress onto their fitness tire that was sitting under the wood constructed pergola, all of that going up in flames. Yuki, the gym's owner, saying someone drove by and saw the.
Somebody posted this on, I think it was Instagram, but I looked up in the top. This clip particular is old. That's from December, so we'll pay no attention to this one. Here we go right here. So this guy, you see on the cop car. I think I actually have the news article. I'll pull it up real quick. Let's see. They arrested him because I saw a video. Some civilians try to stop him, and he had like a blowtorch or something. So let's see. Let's pull up Woodland Hills. Let's read it real quick to double check this one. All right. So Woodland Hills residents stop man with blowtorch who may be connected to Kenneth Fire. Officials say the Kenneth Fire sparked in the West Hills area of Los Angeles on Thursday. The fire has burned more than 950 acres and briefly forced evacuations of the area. Officials are investigating the Kenneth Fire as potential arson. One person has been detained. Police arrested a man in Woodland Hills Thursday who residents say was trying to light fire. So I did see that video. It did look, some people surrounded him. I think we might even have it on here, but this was just some images where the story initially broke. Right. So somebody caught it on video. It's just sick. Let me pull this back. I'm sorry. I don't think you guys saw that. Pull this back up here. I'm talking and it was playing. So there you go. There's that. There's a couple images and then.
Bro, this is Apocalypse in California. Bro, real life apocalypse in California. Everything is burning to the ground. You guys, it's like a zombie land. Look at this. Look at this, bro. Everything's burning to the ground, you guys. People left their cars. They left everything behind. Newscaster out. Man, if this ain't crazy, then what's crazy?
I know that air probably just has to be horrible. All that smoke and smog.
Guys, is the world coming to an end? Oh my God, look at the grocery store. Look at this shit, you guys. What the fuck? Oh my God. Real life apocalypse. Wow. The food market is burning down. Burns up. Everything's gone. What? The elementary school?
Shot. This is just devastating. So this is what I'm talking about. When people say, "Oh, it's Diddy, Hollywood," they wanted to burn the evidence, and people coming up with all these theories. Just remember, there's real life people being affected as well. We don't want to get so conspiracy that we're not compassionate. People are losing their homes, their whole life, memories, and they're being displaced, and it's sad. And some people are on the internet making a joke about it. I've seen Christians celebrating it, like, yeah, burn Hollywood. Hollywood is evil. But man, there's a lot of just regular, normal people, that are being affected by this, and it's devastating. But, just looking from some of the stuff, the fact that the Pacific Ocean is there, they don't have enough water. The fact that these guys, had the purses trying to put out the water, they didn't have hoses. It just doesn't look like there was a proper response. And you would think when California's used to having these fires that they would have some kind of better plan in place. So I personally think Gavin Newsom, he needs to resign, immediately. This is sad right here. I think they were desperately asking for.
Is there anything we can do to help you?
Now, some people were asking, well, how it looks like some things are just kind of caught in fire and nothing's around it. But you have to understand the wind is blowing some of the the embers, and that's why it's like boom, a fire right there. Now I do, from what I've seen from some of these videos, I do think there are people out there lighting stuff on fire, just like there's always going to be people that loot and take advantage of the situation. Something serious like this, there's always going to be some selfish, messed up, jacked up people who will take advantage to do something dumb or just evil.
Sure. You can take these paintings, I guess. But this is like a hurricane in the middle of a brush fire. You've got people right there. Is that a homeowner that's trying to leave? Is this your house? Yeah. Which is your house? Yeah, this is our house. Backyard's on fire. I'm out of here. Oh my gosh. So what happened? Is there anything we can do to help you, sir? You can take these paintings, I guess. I can't ride with these. Listen, I'll take them for you. I work at NBC. Thank you. I'll make sure you get them. But we've got these. We've got these from you. You come and find them for me at NBC. But again, so here you see. Taking my bike out. See you guys. Okay. Someone leaving. He just told me, this gentleman, that his home is on fire. His backyard's on fire.
Hi there. How many more horses do you have?
We have a couple we just let loose over there. We're trying to get as many as we can out. Yeah.
Are any homes out there on fire?
This is crazy to me. I'm gonna pull this other video up here in a second. Wow. Gotta pray. We just gotta pray, guys. It seems unreal. Things can just change just overnight. So many people's lives are forever changed now.
Homeless. Our childhood.
For real.
It's so good.
This is my whole life.
I know. It's so good. Both of our lives. We lived there our whole lives.
I know.
You can see what's left of my daughter's car seat.
Cleanest it's ever been.
Ha ha ha. It's so funny. There's nothing.
And so, you've seen those clips. There's definitely some suspicious stuff. And then let me play one more thing for you. Can't imagine. So right here,
to your house, your emergency, whether it's a medical call or a fire call, that looks like you. It gives that person a little bit more ease, knowing that somebody might understand their situation better. Is she strong enough to do this? Or you couldn't carry my husband out of a fire, which my response is, he got himself in the wrong place if I have to carry him out of a fire.
So you see that the whole LGBTQ thing, I showed you some of that at the beginning of the video. Listen, guys, I'm looking at this from numerous perspectives. I do believe, because everything that we said they said was conspiracy during the lockdowns, it ended up being true. I think I just saw a clip of Zuckerberg on the Joe Rogan podcast talking about how he was pressured to, take down information that was going against pretty much the agenda. You guys know what happened to my Facebook page. And so I do believe that there are probably some things going on behind the scene where it's not totally innocent. But then I'm also kind of getting to the place too where I just want to be very careful because people got conspiracies for days, and now because everybody can put stuff on the internet, some people think this is all about Diddy. Some people think this is the judgment of God. Some people, I see people talking about BlackRock, talking about the government. I seen some people talking about, certain military weapons. And so it's like, man, the way that I'm looking at this is just in the future, it's going to be everything that happens, there's going to be a billion opinions about it. Everything that happens, it's going to be hard to and then when they start, now you got to be careful with, even with these videos, AI. AI is getting really. So what are we gonna do? And it's a little bit overwhelming, and it's a little bit sad to just think the reality. There's gonna be a lot of misinformation, disinformation. There's gonna be a lot of confusion, and then what I think about the most is there's gonna be people the video that I saw about the Diddy thing, people were saying that his mansion burned down, and I went to try to verify it, and that was not true. And there was like a video on, I think it was Instagram, had like 100,000 likes. And so you got to think how many people watch that video, how many people are believing that. And it just really, I guess what I want to say is it makes me think about what the Bible says about, a strong delusion in the end times. A lot of people thought, that just means we disagree in theology, and that's what the strong delusion is going to be. But I think that what we're seeing is there's going to be such a flood of information and opinions. I always use the term, schizophrenic, right? Spiritually schizophrenic. These people are saying this, the media is saying this one's saying that, this one's saying that. And I just think that's a dangerous thing. And I'm really concerned for, the world that my children are growing in. Obviously, you don't want to just be everything's a conspiracy, just tin hat and just kind of going crazy where you're living in fear. But at the same time, you don't want to just, oh, well, this is climate change. What? And we seen that during the pandemic. There's a lot of lies. There's a lot of deception out there. Like, it doesn't make sense to me with the Pacific Ocean, being right there. Some of you came in late. Maybe I'll try to show you this one more time before I go. But it just doesn't make sense to me. Like, that what that first guy really said really just had me thinking. You know what I'm saying? Like, how we don't have hoses, how we don't have water, and you're telling me it's climate change, and it's like, so another angle is, are you doing all of this to push climate change? Right? That's the other question. To push that narrative. We go back here. Share this with you one more time, and then I'm gonna go.
We can't get pressure and water to a hydrant. We have plentiful water. We're on the Pacific. There's endless amounts of water right there available. And they cut the budgets on the fire department. This is not a new problem, by the way. They're going to try to make this out to be a climate warming agenda.
Yeah.
But for 35 years, you have Santa Ana winds, low humidity, and fires in California, hundreds of them. This was just mismanagement, a lack of priorities. Newsom should resign himself.
I agree with that, because this is, fires in California. That's nothing new. It's not like it's like right there, like in the middle of the United States. You got a whole body of water over there, a whole ocean, like endless water. Like, you would think we've come up with some way to, like, be better prepared.
Or the California people should evict him.
Let's be real. If this was DeSantis, if this was happening in Florida, the media would be destroying him
from office immediately.
And then this was just disgusting to me. They're giving tickets out in the middle of the fire. This is just weird.
Look at this. What in the world? The firemen don't have hoses, so they're like literally using purses. Women.
Can somebody explain, right? Is there anybody that's a fire? Like, I don't know if that's an actual, like a purse, like an actual female purse, or maybe this is some kind of fireman bag because the hose don't work, or like what? And they're doing this from the fire truck. It's just, it doesn't make sense. And that's what I'm saying. Like, this is just weird.
Handbags, filling up women's handbags to put out fire.
We're at 3.
Like, they're obviously pulling water from the truck. So where's the hose at? And then, of course, like I said, there's videos of this where it looks like people are out there starting other fires, and they arrested a guy for
302 Pico, and people are lighting fires now. You can see they lit a fire. These guys, not all the people there, but some of those guys lit that fire, and they're actually the trees caught fire, and then the palms are catching fire. So civilians are now lighting.
So yeah, I don't want to play all those videos again. I played them at the beginning, and then of course the whole LGBTQ, fire chief, extravaganza or whatever they got going on over there. Hey, I'm praying for you, California, for watching this. You're from Cali. I'm praying for you. I don't know what's going on in the world. Like, I'm gonna lock in, focus, on building the kingdom. But I am definitely concerned, for multiple reasons. It's like you don't even know what to believe anymore. You start scrolling and it's just opinion after opinion, theory after theory, and some people just, I don't know, and I think it's only going to get worse with AI. I'm definitely concerned with the world that my kids are growing up. We know people be trying to play God, as I said in the other video, weather machines and all the different things that they're doing, so it's just, man, church, we really got to lock in. That's all I can say. We really have to lock in because this is concerning. So I'm out, guys. I've been here at the church all day. I'm about to go home. If you got any prayer requests, if you live in Cali, let us know, in the comment section. We'll be praying for you. Be encouraged. Just keep the faith. January is starting off pretty crazy, already. So I done heard every theory you can think of. They're trying to stop mess with the elections. They're trying to get some lockdowns. They're trying to push the climate change. They're trying to cover for Diddy. It's God's judgment. Like, I mean, there's just, you go down the rabbit hole, there's so many theories, man, but there's only one truth, and God knows, and he's in control, and he's the King of Kings. So we just got to trust God, y'all. All right. Love you. Be blessed. Have a wonderful day in Jesus' name.